Well, Sonic is sleepy, so we're gonna have to wake him up with a bit of a jump. Hey guys, it's me, Double D, with another episode of Sonic Generations, and I almost said City Escape. Last time, we, well, completed all the challenge acts in Seaside Hill, which means it's time to take on the boss key, and of course, rival battles, which, of course, for the latter, we're gonna be do just about that. And with our rival battle in mind, we are going to be taking on this little black fellow that looks like Sonic. Oh, how are we doing today? Oh, Black Hedgehog of Edge, sir. I am so lame. And I'm never gonna do that again. You're finally here, Sonic. I don't know where we are, nor do I care. This is where I finish you, Sonic. That is my worst impression of this guy ever. But yeah, we have ourselves another rival battle, which means let's get right to it. And oh boy, this is gonna be a really good one. Despite the fact that I am not the fan of the character, but who cares? Ready?
Collect energy cores to power yourself up. Get 2 energy cores quickly to power up before Shadow.
Yep, we are facing against Shadow the Hedgehog, baby. So, if I have one tip for you, maintain your boost gauge because you want to catch those energy cores as much as possible. Try to fill up your boost gauge with rings, trick ramps, anything. Get that energy core. Shadow's gonna try to bump you off, but if you get near it, you'll be able to collect it. Collect 2 to be able to get the next step of defeating Shadow. It's all a matter of maintaining your boost gauge and tripping up Shadow. So, Shadow the Hedgehog, that opening sequence is just such a really good callback to Sonic Adventure 2's opening sequence. And hey! Can I get it? Can I get it? No, Shadow pretty much got it. So you want to play it that way, Shadow, huh? Well, 2 can play it that game! Anyway, I don't know why I'm just so excited. Maybe it's the fact that I am not the biggest fan of Shadow and we're taking him on just like this, I don't know. I'm just so excited, and where did the energy core go? Get out of my way! Okay, yeah, you're gonna be going in circles until either one collects 2 of these energy spheres. And once that happens, something interesting will happen. Maintain your boost gauge as much as possible, and can I get it? Oh no, no! Got it! Let's do it!
We've got 2 cores. Charge into a meteorite to knock it at Shadow.
Yes. Our next step, if you have maintained the boost gauge enough, run into these meteorites with your boost and hit these meteorites. This will slow down Shadow as you chase after him. Once that's done, once you're closing out on Shadow, remember to switch from lane to lane, charge into Shadow with your boost, and then line him up as soon as that reticle, and then there you go. Keep at him until his ring count is down to 0, and then he is down. Shadow's not that hard of a boss battle, but he can be tough if you're not going with your boost. And that's just not getting into what he is capable of doing if you let him, well, get the 2 cores. On the bright side, we got achievement, Shadow Boxing! He's not that hard of an S rank to get, but man, is it really that awesome. Even though I'm not really that much of a big fan of Shadow in general. But anyway, upon defeating Shadow in probably the most epic fight you'd ever imagine. Seriously, I got an S rank for that, wow. Anyway, upon defeating Shadow, we get ourselves a Chaos Emerald and... can I talk to you? Back for more, Sonic? Guess you never learned your lesson. We unlock Hard Mode! So, should you take on Hard Mode, which... Actually, I plan to do this anyway because there are also more things I want to show off with Shadow. Anyway. You now have 3 energy cores to collect this time, so... This is basically a longer boss battle. Otherwise, Shadow's the same fight. I'm gonna let Shadow collect 3 energy cores over here, just so I can show off what happens if you allow him to do this. And Shadow, I have a boost gauge, and you are not using your boost gauge. What the frick? I'm gonna let you have that one because, for demonstrative purposes, I'm gonna let you be at your full power. Oh yeah, there's one of his attacks, Chaos Spears. He will try to home in on you with those Chaos Spears to slow you down in case you're closing in on him. Yeah, he has a counterattack. Why don't we have a counterattack? Sonic is capable of using Sonic Wind in Adventure 2. Why doesn't he do it here? But yeah, watch out for the Chaos Spheres if you're closing in on Shadow, and don't allow Shadow to be able to get them. But for now, I'm going to show you guys what happens should Shadow get enough of the energy cores before I do. I have never worked so hard to have Shadow faster than me than ever before. Anyway, so once Shadow gets it, Chaos Spheres will be planted on the ground. Avoid them at all costs. And okay, this is all there is for the counterattack. Okay, so what's next for Shadow? Yeah, Chaos Control. Yeah, you have to dodge out of the way as soon as he does Chaos Control, because that will hurt. The goal for both sides is to make sure the ring count is well to 0. Just dodging Shadow's counterattack isn't really that hard at all, and honestly, kinda lame, to be honest. Shadow, you are better than this! I know you are! Why didn't you do the more powerful counterattack? Anyway, so I might as well meet you guys outside, because there is nothing more left to discuss about Shadow aside from his voice actor. You know what? Let's do that! Shadow is voiced by Kirk Thornton, which the only one I can really think of on the top of my head is Jade Curtis from Tales of the Abyss. You know, the Ultimate Lifeform shares the same voice actor as the sarcastic necromancer with a sense of humor, a very odd one. Gee, if that's the case, I guess you could see why Shadow is just so jaded. I am so lame. Now that we have to beat Shadow, well, I decided to quit hard mode because it's just not worth the time, and it's not for 100% completion. But anyway, now that we have defeated Shadow, now that we have done a boss fight, that means we get to go over a super awesome, amazing thing that this game has. And this one is gonna get a little bit weird because we're gonna be going into some territories that not everyone will be able to access. And that is in the Genesis area. So, within the Genesis era, there is this, well, one really weird slot over here that is just so bizarrely square-shaped, as if there is supposed to be something there. Well, guess what? There is indeed supposed to be something there, but you have to have, but that is DLC. You have to have downloaded it at some point. That thing is Casino Night Zone. Yeah. That's an extra DLC stage for this game, even though it's not really a full-blown stage. We'll get into that later, but I'm going to be talking about Casino Night Zone. Now, bear with me, I probably won't be able to show footage of myself playing this because I have no access to it whatsoever. But we'll be able to talk about this, well, really specific zone right now. So you want to unlock Casino Night Zone, right? And no, not the 3DS exclusive stage, that's for later. Well, it's DLC, so downloading it is going to have to be involved. If you're playing the console versions, you unlock it by having pre-ordered the game before November 1st, 2011, which is when the game is launched, and you have to do it from GameStop, or whatever the equivalent is in your country. So what about after launch? Well, guess what? For whatever stupid reason, this stage is nowhere to be found in the PSN or Xbox Live Marketplace. Yes, even to this day, is unavailable for download for consoles. So if you got the console version after its launch date, you are basically screwed from ever getting this stage. It is unavailable for download as of the time of this recording, and it possibly never will be available. So why am I specifically pointing out the console versions? Well, there is still a way to get the stage, but only if you have the means and the will to play it. The PC version. Again, for whatever stupid reason, only one version has the stage available for download, and that's the PC version via Steam. So if you are willing to purchase the game for PC, either for the very first time or again, you have access to it. But let's assume you have access to it. We can now get to the zone itself. Note that this is just my observations, as I don't see myself buying the game again just for the purposes of showing off this level, as much as I love it, of course. And by level, I mean minigame, as this is basically a pinball minigame, based on, well, the pinball mechanics of the actual level. It's a pretty fun mode, and of course I would see why this is a pre-order bonus. If you know how to play pinball, this shouldn't be too difficult to grasp. You use the shoulder buttons to control the, well, flippers, the A button to launch the ball to get into the table, and the control stick to nudge the table, but doing it excessively will result in the tilt, locking everything. That will be bad. However, the X button, or whatever the equivalent is for the PS3 version, is, well, a unique control for whatever Sonic you came in with. Come in with modern Sonic, then you get to move faster using the boost gauge, you know, if you want to increase speed. Classic Sonic will allow you to spin dash, will allow you to go in whatever direction you want. This is useful in case you want to save your Sonic from falling down between the flippers. Yeah, it is that useful, but you can only do it 3 times. As for the gameplay itself, everything you know about pinball applies here. Yeah, so the goal is to basically get the best score possible, and that is basically it. There are also special targets in the pinball table that will grant you access to a slot machine, where it will increase your score immensely. Getting special medals called jackpot medals will also be helpful into getting said jackpot. The more you have, the bigger your chances of getting a jackpot. And that is basically all there is I have to go over in Casino Night Zone. Yeah, very unfortunate that us Xbox 360 and PS4 owners never got... Did I say PS4? No. Or PS3 owners never got a chance to experience Casino Night Zone unless we pre-ordered it, but the Steam version probably did regardless whether or not I pre-ordered it. Seriously, that is just so unfair. I'm just still so salty about that because not everyone has the luxury of pre-ordering. Yeah, why can't you have your pre-order bonuses, well, available to everyone else? Every single company has the ability to do that, but some companies just doesn't seem to do that. Why? Anyway, enough of the ranting. Being ranty really makes me sour about stuff. So, we're gonna end things off here. So, next time on Sonic Generations, we're going right. Because now that we have all the boss keys, it's time for us to take on the boss of the adventure era. Let's open that time gate. And the boss is ready for us. Waiting for us to defeat it or defeat us. It's us or them. Next time on Sonic Generations. Bye!